Have you ever felt like you've given it your all, only to be left with, well, almost nothing? We're about to dive into a story just like that. It's about hitting rock bottom, but it's also about what happens when you hold on to just a tiny shred of faith, even when it feels impossible. Hello and a very warm welcome to the world of motivational stories. Today we have a story that, I promise you, is really going to touch your heart. It's one of those tales that pushes a person right to their absolute limit, but it also shows just how incredibly strong the human spirit can be. All right, let's set the scene. Picture a small, humble farm. This is where we meet our main character, a man named Jacob. And Jacob, well, he was one of the good ones. Everyone in town knew him as an honest, hard-working guy. But sometimes, as we all know, being a good person isn't enough to stop bad things from happening. And man, the weight on his shoulders, you can just feel it, can't you? Think about it. Year after year of bad weather, failed crops, it buried him in debt. But the real heartbreaker, he'd promised his daughter a beautiful wedding. And now, that promise felt like it was slipping right through his fingers. He was just staring into this empty, hopeless future. So after an entire season of backbreaking labor, this is what he had to show for it. Not a bountiful harvest, not a cart overflowing with goods to sell. No, just 3 pumpkins. That's it. His whole future, his daughter's wedding, everything. It all came down to these 3 simple pumpkins. And as he looked at those pumpkins, his last hope, he whispered a quiet prayer. It wasn't angry, he wasn't demanding anything. It was more like a quiet surrender, an act of pure faith from a man who had absolutely nothing else to hold on to. This was his one last chance. Okay, so he carefully loads his 3 pumpkins, literally his entire world at this point, onto his little cart. He starts heading for the market, just praying for some kind of small miracle. But the path he was on, it was about to take a very, very dark turn.
He's on his way, a road he's traveled 1,000 times before. But this time, something different happens.
He gets stopped, and it's not by strangers. It's by a few powerful men from the area, the kind of men who always prey on those who can't fight back. They just saw a poor farmer all alone, an easy target. You can just imagine how powerless he must have felt in that moment. And what they said to him, it was just dripping with cruelty. Hand them over. You wouldn't get a fair price anyway. Can you believe that? They weren't just stealing from him, they were kicking him when he was down. And Jacob, well, he was frozen in fear. He could do nothing but watch as they took everything he had left. So he walks home. The cart is empty, and his spirit is just shattered. And honestly, who could blame him if he just gave in to anger, if he just cursed the world? But he didn't. In that moment of absolute darkness, Jacob did something truly remarkable. He chose faith.
And listen to what he prayed for. He didn't ask for revenge. He didn't even ask for his pumpkins back. He just asked, if this is my test, give me the strength to endure it. Wow, just for the strength to get through it. That right there, that quiet prayer, that's the real core of the story.
Now, Jacob had no way of knowing this, but that little prayer, it started a ripple. Because the very next day, someone new came to town. A stranger who had no idea he was about to become the answer to a poor farmer's desperate play. This man was Officer Miller, and he wasn't there for anything dramatic, just a routine inspection. But Officer Miller was different. He had this way of noticing things, the small details that everyone else would just walk right past, the kind of details that often tell the real story. And isn't this how things so often happen in real life? Change doesn't always come with a loud crash. Sometimes it starts with a whisper. Miller's just at the market, and something catches his eye. Something just seems off. So he starts asking a few quiet questions. And one question leads to another, and then another. It's like he found a single loose thread, and he just kept pulling, patiently, until the whole ugly mess started to unravel. What happened next? Well, it wasn't the pumpkin harvest Jacob had hoped for. It was something else entirely. It was a harvest of justice, and it was about to be brought in. So, those powerful men, they were finally exposed for what they did. Justice was served. And get this, Jacob didn't just get the money for his pumpkins. He was given extra compensation for everything he'd been through. See, this wasn't just about fixing a mistake. It was about healing a deep wound. And as Jacob finally let himself cry, just overwhelmed with relief, Officer Miller said something to him, a simple truth that really is the main takeaway here. Justice may be delayed, but it's never denied.
And just like that, with that one act of justice, Jacob's entire world changed. His daughter got the wedding he had always dreamed of giving her. All his debts were finally paid off. And when it was time to plant again, he put those new seeds in the ground, not with fear, but with a renewed sense of faith.
And you know, the people in that town, they still tell Jacob's story. It became a kind of legend, a reminder that even when you think you've reached your absolute limit, help can show up. Sometimes it even wears a uniform. It's a story that restores your faith, not just in justice, but in people too.
Thank you so much for listening to this story with us today. If it resonated with you, if this tale of hope and resilience meant something to you, we'd be so grateful if you'd subscribe. We have so many more motivational stories we'd love to share with you.